Let's go for it!
For a while, I've had all this excess video footage that I've tried to slide into other videos, and I thought I would just do that for this too. Make a quick video showing some stuff I've never used before. About a year ago, I did a video where I went to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and I made a separate exclusive video for my Rock and Roll Hall of Fame trip. Well, what also happened was I went to, that's a day trip, and then at night, a friend of mine got me some tickets to see Andrew Dice Clay at the casino in Cleveland, okay? And, you know, I'm old enough to remember Dice in his original era when he first came out in the late 80s, and he would do his nursery rhymes and, you know, all of that stuff. And, you know, I was 17, 18 years old. I thought the shit was hilarious. Dice got the hammer thrown at him, and his career was like taken down a couple notches due to his sort of extreme sexism and a lot of women just refusing to like work with him, and his career was very much damaged. But the fact is, Dice has sort of soldiered on. Now he's kind of back in the limelight. He's got a show on HBO called Dice. It's like a fake reality show about his life. It's hilarious. Okay, he was on that HBO show Vinyl. Spoiler alert, he gets killed the first time you see him, but he was great in it. And so I got free tickets to go see him, so I decided I'd go see him, and he was fucking hilarious, you know? He's a different comedian. You could say he's still pretty sexist. There's no question about that. Anyways, Dice was pretty funny, and he mostly just riffed with somebody in the front of the crowd who was a married guy, and he was just giving him shit about his marriage and how long he's been with this woman and all of this, and it was actually really funny. And I think he does that pretty much every night. He singles out somebody in the crowd and focuses on them. Then at the end, he does some of his classic, you know, nursery rhyme bits that he used to do back in the 80s, and the crowd sort of shouts along with.
Luke came a Spidey, sat down beside, he said, "Hey, what's in the bowl, bitch?" Oh! Very good, you're very good at this. Jack and Jill went up the hill, both with $1.25. Jill came down with $2.50. Oh, that fucking hoa! Okay, some other comedy that I saw was, if you watch the Trailer Park Boys, I saw the live show of Randy and Mr. Leahy. Okay, they're two side characters on the show who do a live show, and I went to it, and I didn't know what to expect. I am a huge Trailer Park Boys fan. I think it's a hilarious show. Been watching it since season 1. All the movies, all of the side show, everything. And they were amazing. They were so funny.
I can have a cheeseburger too. All right.
I didn't know how they were gonna pull off a 70, 80-minute show or whatever. And here's a little secret behind the scenes. Mr. Leahy, who plays the best drunk in the history of television, does not drink. Okay, it's very explicit. He just has like Pepsi in the little shots that he drinks. So he does not drink. It's 100% acting, and he's the fucking best at it.
Knock, knock. Who's there? Juno. Juno ain't getting a drinky pool, right?
I went to a Democratic Party rally, and the only reason I'm including this in one of my music videos is because the band The Minor Birds was there.
I'm gonna ask you some questions in the middle, and if you could give me some answers, that would be great. I'm gonna say, "Hey, all my sisters," and I want all you beautiful women, or anybody who identifies as a woman in the audience, to say, "Yeah." I'm gonna say what you want, and you're gonna say love, and then I'm gonna say, "Hey, all my brothers," and all you handsome men in the audience, or anyone who identifies as a man, you're gonna say, "Yeah." I'm gonna say what you got, and you're gonna say, "Love." And then I'm gonna ask everybody, do you want to fix it? I normally say different words.
It was a rally for the candidacy of this guy, Heath Melo, who was running for mayor. And this was on April 20th of 2017. Spoiler alert, he didn't win the election. But the idea was to rally the Democrats to get them ready for this base. And if you're a Democrat, you know you're probably feeling pretty demoralized because Democrats don't have control of shit in this country right now. They don't have the White House. They don't have the Congress. They don't have the Senate. They don't have the Supreme Court. They don't have most state legislatures. They have nothing, okay? They're completely a useless party at this point. So to try to rally the troops, they brought in Bernie Sanders, who, just point of fact, is not a Democrat.
Omaha, are you ready for a political revolution?
But anyways, he identifies more with the Democrats. So he was there. Keith Ellison, who's a congressman from Minnesota, who's also the co-chair, or the deputy chair of the Democratic Party.
Let me tell you, on this stage, we had a white indie band come up here with a East African choir standing with them, with a mariachi band playing with them, with a Native American band playing with them, with an African American choir. Let me tell y'all, it was beautiful, wasn't it?
And a bunch of local politicians were all there at the thing. So I went there because I wanted to see Bernie Sanders. I mean, I'm not the biggest Sanders guy. I don't mind him. But I went there to experience the whole thing. And then, of course, the Minor Birds were there. So I recorded a little bit of what they were doing. Unfortunately, they had some technical difficulties. It wasn't exactly the most professional concert, you know, it was a political rally. So she had a keyboard that didn't work and some other stuff, but she played it like a champ. I mean, she didn't let you know that it was that things were fucking up. But the whole point of the rally was to get people excited about Heath Melo, and he did lose by like 10 points. So didn't help that much. And then last, I don't have any video of this, but I did get to meet Anthrax on, let's see here, on April 29th. Anthrax came through Omaha on a tour with about 4 other heavy metal bands. I don't remember any of the other ones. And a friend of mine got me in on the Anthrax meet and greet. Now, the Anthrax does a paid meet and greet where you pay like, I don't know how much, $100, $150, and you get to go to meet the band, you get some stuff signed, they give you some posters and some shit. I didn't get any of the posters and shit, but I didn't pay for it either. I got to just sort of get in because of my friend, and I got to pose for some pictures with Anthrax. I got some records signed, and it was cool. I mean, the whole thing was about a 5-minute experience, but we did chat for a bit. I was riffing a little bit with Joey Belladonna. I was wearing a Tampa Bay Buccaneers sweatshirt, so he made a comment about that. I think he's a Giants fan or something, and we kind of made a joke about how the Bucs picked a kicker last year and how dumb that was and whatever. But fuck, dude, the Bucs are going to be good in 2017. I'm predicting playoffs, but that's a side note. So I got 2 records signed. I got to meet them. Then that was at like 5 o'clock, and then unfortunately Anthrax wasn't playing until 10:30. So I went home for a couple hours to just sort of chill out, and I was going to come back for the show, and I never made it, unfortunately. So I didn't see the Anthrax show at all, and that sucked, but that's just an unfortunate fact of life. So I just wanted to show you a little bit of this stuff. It's been sitting on my computer for over a year in some cases. Thought I'd share it in case anyone was interested. All right, thanks everybody. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.